I'm putzing on a video. Rachel's been making breakfast. The bacon smells great. I look over and I see a beer on the table, and I said, are we having a beer? Or are you having a beer? And she said, yeah, we're gonna split it. It's a coffee kolsch. It's currently 9 o'clock in the morning. Rachel's looking to party today on her day off. We have officially decided we are gonna venture on down the road. I do believe nothing will change, but it has changed before. We're gonna venture down the way towards Las Vegas, get probably an hour and 40 minutes of driving out of the way and check out that spot. Is that about right? Or an hour and a half? Spot we've stayed at before. I've stayed there alone when Rachel went to a bachelorette party in LA. We want to see how much snow is there. It's a beautiful view, and depending on how far up we can get, we may go into Las Vegas, do our grocery shopping. We are well due for a nice warm long shower at Planet Fitness, so we're gonna go there today is the plan, and then maybe drive back up to that spot. It's about 17 miles of backtracking, but that's totally fine with us free camping. You know, we look at that as okay, $7 for us to camp for the night, which that's super reasonable, very cheap. And then if we stay up there a couple of days, otherwise there is this spot along a lake in Nevada. It's a little bit out of the way, but if we're all resupplied and have water and food, we'll go there for a couple of days, maybe even a week. And Rachel was the one that kind of saw that and said, hey, let's check that out. So we've been there before. I think we spent 2 days there. It was a nice little spot, so we'll see what we get into.
The potatoes are burned.
Oh, they're totally fine. They look great. Everything always looks great. Thank you, babe. Let's see what our son's up to. Oh, you're okay. Just checking you out, dude. He just loves hanging out here. Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers, you guys.
The bacon is
perfect. It's great. The funny part about that is we're just out here. I mean, yesterday we hiked like 9 miles, so it's one of those things where we probably don't look the most presentable to most. We're not going to job interviews today. We're A-okay. We feel good. We're living life. We're happy, and that's what matters. And, excuse me, our dog is happy as well. I have not had one of these kolsches. I had just a little sip when you first got them.
I could have done our dark sky one.
Oh. You're right, that's a phenomenal beer. Huss. It's a good one. We have another coffee ale from Dark Sky Brewing that we really like. If you're into coffee beers, that's another must try.
I just had food fall out of my mouth, hopefully.
That's okay.
Edit that out.
Guess what? We're human. Some food fell out of her mouth. Nothing's perfect. Reality is everything but real.
Okay.
I'm just kidding. That's a joke. I mean, if you get it, if you know my sense of humor, you'll understand it's a joke. So yeah, that's that. We'll see where we go, where we end up today. We're excited to go a little further down the road. To think that when this whole bus situation came up, I was hesitant on coming to Death Valley. I kind of was trying to talk us out of it, to be completely honest. And then
you weren't kind of trying.
I was doing a hard bargain, and Rachel brought me back to reality. There was just a lot of moving parts with the bus, and that would have been way north, out of the way, just to backtrack to pick up said bus. And now that we forfeited the bid, or I guess they kind of forfeited it for us, when I said, hey, you know, this thing's got 4.5 times the mileage. I'm still interested, but I think we could negotiate the price.
All you got was an email saying your refund has been processed.
Which is totally fine. The universe made that work out for us. You know, it is what it is. We had already decided to come to Death Valley and meet our friend Connor. So this has been great. It's been a wonderful week. Beautiful views, beautiful hiking, sunsets, sunrises, just the whole shebang. So I'm glad Rachel checked me and said, we're going to Death Valley. We should go to Death Valley. You've always talked about how we're gonna go there this trip. So
we love Death Valley.
Yeah, definitely check it out. This time of the year, especially midsummer, unless you're crazy or just want to see everything from the car. If you're in the area in a rental car or your own personal car, I would say that in the summer it'd be cool to just drive through. There's a lot to look at with the eye. You're not hiking when it's 120 degrees.
We did that.
Yeah, right. That's what I mean. It was worth it.
Our first time here was Labor Day weekend and it was 114 degrees.
I just don't think it would be a case of where you would want to hike. We'd get out of the car and we'd be like, back to the car we go. All right, I'm gonna shut this thing off. Look at this, we got a visitor. Imagine that. Always have a visitor. All right, you got anything to say? Ow. You excited? Yeah. Gonna miss this view. This is a beautiful view. It's time to pack up though. We gotta pack up some stuff and we're gonna head into town, and Rachel's finishing up the dishes. I gotta put away stuff in the back here. I just got finished packing stuff up in the back. Rachel finished up the dishes. Now we're filling our water. Putting 8 gallons in from our blue jugs into our main tank. We went back and forth. We didn't really give it too much thought, but we're like, oh, do we go all the way back to the visitor center or campground? But it's, I don't know, roughly 20 miles, you'd think, Rach?
One way.
One way, right. So 30, even 30 miles or 40, it doesn't make sense. That's $7. We won't get $7 worth of water. That sounds crazy to most people, but like that's literally how we have to math our travels. Like, oh, does this make sense to go this far out of the way for free water or just buy water? We'll probably only be able to get one more 4-gallon into the big tank and then 2 4-gallons, so roughly $4.50 at a water fill-up station if that's what we resort to. And then that's cheaper than our diesel costs to run to the visitor center campground and then come back, and burns up an hour of our time at least. So yeah, we'll fill up this water here, and then I think we got just about everything in the van straightened up. Another perk to 70 square feet, you know, stuff. One thing that doesn't seem like a perk is it gets out of order very quickly. After we cook a meal, it looks dirty. If we throw, you know, clothes up here, but it makes us keep on top of stuff. And it takes 5 minutes to completely, basically deep clean this place and organize, which is great. I mean, it makes you not want to have a 2,000 square foot home that needs cleaning, dusting, vacuuming, and all that work. For us, at least for this chapter. But yeah, this was a really nice spot. Yeah, we can probably get one more 4-gallon in there. This was a really nice spot. We very much enjoyed our time here. And as I said in a previous clip, we didn't think we were going to stay here. So we'll see what the spot over by Vegas looks like. And if there's not snow on the main route up there, it'll get cold tonight, but that'll be a beautiful view. We're excited for that. Have you not stayed there since the first time we stayed there? Did we go back there after I picked you up after the airport?
I don't remember. I know you and I stayed there first. We went into Vegas. We stayed at the casino. You dropped me off at the airport. Then you went back.
Right.
But yeah, I think because we would have gone to the taco stand after you picked me up.
That we didn't.
That then we never went back there.
Sure.
And we didn't go to Vegas last year because Ronnie was sick.
So yeah, that's that. We'll keep you guys posted. What do you think, bud? Are you excited to go on down the road? Probably not. It's like, not really, man. I actually really enjoy myself here. Nice, not too shabby for a fire pit that I built last night. If it wasn't for all this weight, if we were only like 14 hours from our house, I would take a bunch of these rocks for a fire pit. I love them, like that lava. But I'm thinking I could probably source them closer to home.
Probably.
But then they won't be from Death Valley, so. All right, buddy, all aboard. All aboard. Good boy. Until next time, you beautiful spot, you. So glad we came up on this ridge. This was amazing. And by amazing, I mean amazing. This was really a great spot. And that 9.5 mile hike yesterday, perfect. I could see us coming back here with a group of our friends and setting up shop for a week. We'll plan for it.
Gonna rip my head off? Oh.
We made it to Planet Fitness. We've been to this Planet Fitness before. Pretty funny how we can be 27 hours away from home and we've been to these Planet Fitnesses before. But van life. This is gonna feel good. We're pretty excited for this one. It has been a while, to say the least. This
Really?
one I had to turn down. Yeah,
I suppose I had to turn it down too, I guess.
it was too hot. And then it was, did you do a cold shower too?
Little hair on the knee. No, I didn't.
Oh, I did. I knew what to do. It was
felt
cold.
like there was such, like, every single shower was full. Like, I couldn't mess around in there.
Really nice. That was well needed. It's been a couple of days, couple of hours.
Extra days, yeah.
Yeah. Now we're gonna head to get water and groceries and then see where we go.
Pick up our Amazon package.
Oh, pick up our, I already forgot about
And
that.
propane.
Amazon propane. Wow, we got a lot of stuff to do, so we're gonna have to let
Gotta
you go. All right, goodbye. This is why we stay in the sticks. You come into Vegas or just inner cities and it's like, just so many people and waiting at lights and it's not a lot of fun. Is that a pimp? Do you have a feather in his hat?
He was dressed like one.
Yeah. So yeah, anyway, it's just a lot of traffic around here.
Tomorrow pizza.
Yeah.
Doesn't that sound like a blast from the past?
Yeah, usually the gas station ones I would think would be questionable, but if you want me to pull in.
No, just I haven't seen a Subaru.
They used to have one in the mall at back where I was from.
There's a water spigot. We'll get 12 free gallons of water.
Probably only get one of these in, The Sam's Club, got some meat, vitamins, fruit, oranges. Now we're eating the leftover of our tiki masala and the rest of our salsa in the parking lot of Sam's Club. We'll stop, get our package, get propane, and see if we end up at the spot that we were talking about going to. We don't know. We'll probably end up there.
Now if we have to drive at night though.
I'll be pushing it. Getting the propane filled. I almost actually forgot that we had to do this, so Rachel reminded me. We're in Las Vegas right now, right outside of the Strip actually. And then I think, oh, we got to pick up our Amazon package and then we'll be on our merry way. That'll be stopped and picked up our Amazon package. It was kind of a cluster in the parking lot, so
It's by an In-N-Out.
yeah, the In-N-Out had 25 cars in it, so I didn't get footage because I was driving and the GoPro was tucked back there. Am I staying in which lane?
You will be going left to 2 lanes.
Okay. But yeah, it's a zoo here in Las Vegas. I mean, just a lot of traffic, but
That man at Cracker Barrel was a man and lady.
van lady?
A man and a lady,
Oh,
like a couple.
sure. They were just eating there, you think?
Must have, yeah.
So yeah, we're gonna scoot out of here, scoot out of here, straight up this light, left at the next.
Yes.
And then we're gonna see if there's a spot available at the place that we're going out of the way for. So hopefully there is. We've been there before, only once. Keep you posted. So I just crunched some rough numbers, and we've put about 62,000 miles on this van since we got it traveling. And
It'll be our 3-year anniversary in like 6 weeks or so.
really, I
7
forgot that
weeks.
was coming up. That'll mark 3 years, so it hasn't even been. So everything I've said about 3 years of van life has been a complete lie. I forgot that was coming up.
This
We'll have to-
calendar year will be our 3rd year. I mean,
Yeah.
you could kind of be saying it like that, and it's true.
Sure. We'll have to do something to celebrate, take a trip or something. Doing the rough math on that, divide that by 18, anywhere from 17 to 21 miles per gallon is about what we average. I'd say 18 is a good split down the middle. When we first did the journey, or our first van trip, fuel prices were pretty expensive, especially considering we spent a lot of time going up the coast from San Diego to Seattle, Seattle to San Juan Island, and If you average all that, divide it by 18, I think it worked out to like 3,622 or something gallons of fuel. Might be wrong on that number. Times that by 4 would probably be a good average. We've had less than that, we've had higher, but I'd say that'd be a good median. We saw like $6 per gallon in California, didn't we?
Yeah.
Rough math on that is about 14,000, roughly 14,400 or something like that. Roughly. Crazy. That's a lot of money. But as Rachel said, she's like, that's not even 1 year of what I would have paid for rent to go, basically, she didn't say this last part, but to go back to the same 4 walls in the same place. And, you know, here we are, picking where we want to live, going to the ocean, going to the mountains, going to the desert, creating all these memories and experiences and free camping mostly. I mean,
And that would have been if my rent didn't even raise. Like the past 3 years, rent for sure would have gone up.
yeah, because you were kind of, they liked you as a tenant.
Yeah, I had the same amount of rent. It went up $50 over the course of 5 years. Like, I mean, that never happened.
Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah,
So,
that should.
It would have, you know, if the landlord would have changed, or, you know, even my, like, actual guy I dealt with, if he would have quit, somebody else got hired, like,
Probably 2,100,
I mean,
maybe more than that, you think?
yeah, I was at 1330.
Yeah,
So maybe it only went up $30. Maybe I started at 1300.
yeah, I'd be curious, but it for sure is
So
closer to
fast.
$2,000, if not over, I'd bet, if it's a new person. So you think about it that way, and it's like, that's one person's rent, you know, not counting my mortgage or homeowner's insurance, all of those things, and it's pretty crazy to dial that in and be like, wow. And now at this point, I mean, I've said this in other videos, but for sure the solar components have, so there's a Sprinter, have paid for themselves. I don't know how many times with not having an electric bill, because we both would have had an electric bill, or even if we would have moved in by now. It's like, especially in the winter months and stuff. So, did you see that?
Yeah.
The semi we passed had eyebrows, like on the sun visors, LED ones, and I think they, when they passed someone, they winked, like how it would look as if they winked.
Numbers last night about taking our Prius to Alaska instead of the van, which then the Prius would eliminate Zeke, but it's like 2.5 times the gas mileage that this gets. So, and gas is notoriously cheaper than diesel. It was a savings of $2,000. Just very rough math, but $2,000 more to pay for diesel in the van versus gas in the Prius to drive the 8,000 miles round trip. Again, very much of an estimate. All around Alaska, from the Midwest to Alaska, 8,000 miles, $2,000 difference.
It's crazy.
Kind of answered our question a little bit, I think.
But then we're like, would the Prius make it? I know some of those roads are dirt and mud, and like I've seen videos of where, from truckers, and if they get rain or snow melt, the Prius would never make it on roads like that. And even this is heavy. This would sink down. It's not four-wheel drive, so we have to do our research, and maybe it is just more beneficial to, for the first time, focus on like a cruise and not do all the national parks. But it's a big deal for us. It's our 50th state. We've done all the states after Alaska.
And I think a cruise, you pay so much more to just, like, you still have to buy the airfare, but then you buy the airfare to a different city other than Alaska. You know, like, it's not like our hometown is Seattle and we can just hop on a cruise and leave from Seattle. Like, that's what stinks.
But we can maybe also drive there and arrange something with someone.
Yeah. Lots of things to think about.
place that we've been to once, and that was 2 years ago.
2 years ago.
I saw a 5 foot for sure, 5 foot snake right by the walkway to go down to the water. It was
Nope.
it's a good sized
What
snake.
color?
I don't remember, like tannish yellow.
Ugh.
I think we looked it up and it didn't say it was poisonous, but
Yeah. We're gonna stop thinking about that.
we hope that there's a spot to park here because these are designated spots. It's free, but it's not just go wherever you want disperse. So we're
It's
really
a Sunday night that
hoping
could
for the
work to our
best.
favor.
Yeah. We'll keep you guys posted, but it'll be nice to. We got a lot done today. We filled up our propane. We picked up our Amazon package. All the way through at least, or is this just lived? Should be like, you guys care if we just park here? Utah plates. That's that van.
Oh, looks like over here. This is a spot.
Well, we got settled in. This was the last spot. It was funny. There's a host here, even though this place is free. And as soon as we pulled into the one spot that we knew was available, well, I saw headlights as we were coming back down the road. We're like, okay, we better take that one spot. We know it wasn't super level, but we don't really have a choice. And then when we pulled in here, the pickup truck pulled in behind us, and Rach is like, you have plenty of room. They have plenty of room to get around. I'm like, I think it's the camp host. And she came up to the driver's side window. She said, how long are you guys looking to stay? And I said, oh, well, if it's just this spot, yeah. I'm like, you can stay here for 14 days. But this place is packed. She said they're doing some controlled burns starting on Tuesday. So 4 of the camp spots are going to be reserved. So we'll see. We might just claim this one and stay here. It's not a terrible spot. I can probably level out a little bit better tomorrow. But yeah, instead of a big old meal, we just decided PB&Js would suffice and be good. Now we're going to watch a little YouTube docu-series thing that I wanted to check out. Have a low-key night. And that's about that. Cat in the hat.
It's supposed to be 71 degrees here tomorrow, so can't beat that.
No, it should be nice. And maybe we'll find another spot. But like Rach said too, like this spot will be ideal for solar. And behind us there's like a level pad with a picnic table, right? And a fire pit.
And a grill.
So that'd be cool. We could just set that up, and it's too bad we didn't have charcoal on us. It'd be sweet.
For the steaks.
Could always run into town.
I think there is one like 5 miles up.
Oh, for real? Leave you here with the tent, or put the tent or something. We'll see. We'll figure it out. Yeah, we'll
I don't
keep
know
you
what's
posted.
up 5 miles ahead, but
Yeah, we'd have to look. All right. Have a good night. Nighty night.